Okay, class, welcome back. I know it's been a long break and it's going to be hard to get back into the groove of things, but this will hopefully jot your memory off of a couple of things we talked about right before Christmas break. First things first, we're talking about slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Slope-intercept form, you need to remember that m and b both stand for separate things, and m stands for slope, which is rise over run, and b stands for y-intercept, which is where the line meets the y-axis. Okay? So if I were wanting to write an equation based off of this line right here, I would first want to look for what is my m going to equal. What is m going to equal? And then I'm going to find what is b going to equal. Because I already know that it's going to be y equals mx plus b. So if I know what m and b are, I can just put y equals blank x plus blank. So I either want to go from this bottom one to the top, or let me change the color for you, or from the top to the bottom. Either way, you're going to end up with the same slope. If I go the yellow route, I'm going 3 to the right, which is a positive 3. Rise over run, so that'll be my bottom. I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my slope for this yellow side, I have 8 over 3. If I go the green route, I will have 1, 2, 3. 3 to the left. Left means bottom, and it's left, so it's negative. And then if I go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down is negative. And if I have two negatives in a fraction, that becomes a positive. Okay, so I got 8 over 3 both ways. So right here already, I already know what my first part is, 8 over 3. Now, this is the easiest part. The y-intercept is just where it reaches on this y-axis here. And let me change my highlighter color again for you. Let's go with a little bit of a blue here. We haven't done that in a while. So this y-axis here, where does it reach at? Well, if you look, it reaches right there. So if I count down 1, 2, 3, 4, my y-intercept is at negative 4. So y equals 8 over 3x plus a negative 4. Or you could just write minus 4 instead. Either way would be correct. Okay? And that's our first example. And here's just another bigger view of what the slope-intercept form looks like. M equals your slope, and B equals your y-intercept. Now for this example again, I'm going to be doing y equals mx plus b. I never will have anything to put in for x and y right there, but I can leave these two spots blank. Okay? Now, m equals b equals, what does m equal? If I look over here, I've got, change my highlighter color again. If I go this route, I go up, over, I went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that would be up 5, would be my top, because that's rise, and then I went to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so left means negative. Now if I went the other route, and I'll make it green again because that's what we did last time, and I went this route to get here, I'm going to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is negative, and then I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so my slope will be 5 over negative 6. Alright, now the next part would be finding our y-intercept. And we know that we got to look at the y-axis here. And it actually reaches right there, right underneath the origin. So if I were to just go from the origin down to this one spot here, that means that my y-intercept is actually just -1. So when I go to fill out my formula, I leave y equals blank x plus b, which in this case I've got 5 over -6, and then I have -1. And that would be my answer, right there. Now my last example I have for you is actually where we're going to do the opposite. We're going to take this slope form right here and turn it in to a slope. Now, what I want to really point out to you is on this last one, our slope came out negative. And one way you should know that your slope's going to come out negative is if it's going this way. Okay, that tells me that it's negative by slanting that way. If it were going this way, that means it would be positive. Okay? Well, in this case, I've got one that is positive, so I know it should be going this way. I shouldn't have to worry about which way should it be facing. I should already be able to look at that and know. Now, when you are starting with the form instead of a line, you're actually going to start with your y-intercept first, because that's your first point. So if my origin is right here in the middle, I want to go up 2. So 1, 2, and that's my first dot right there. And I'm going to put red over the top of it so we can see it better. That's my first dot. So now I just have to take my slope and go up and make 1 or 2 dots just to make a straight line. So rise over run means that rise first, run second, up 1 over 2. Let me stay with red here. Up 1 over 2. And I can do this as many times as I want. Up 1 over 2. And I can even go backwards. And what ends up happening is I end up having a straight line. And that's all you have to do to create your slope off of slope-intercept form. I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to post it under Bowtie Guy again. Just let me know if you have any questions, and then I'll be able to make you another video. Thanks.